Hi guys, JT here, and today I'm bringing you some information on 10 games in Fanatical's Breakout Bundle of April 2025. To help you answer the question, should you buy it? By using links in the description below, you'll gain access to this bundle and have the opportunity to gain early access to videos by buying a coffee through Buy Me a Coffee or Ko-Fi. Your support means the world to me, and I genuinely appreciate it. Anyway, let's get into this. At number 1 we have Fountains, a 2D Souls-like Metroidvania action RPG that throws you headfirst into a hauntingly gorgeous pixel world and never once lets you coast. You drop, literally, into a forgotten place full of danger, mystery, and surprising beauty. From the first echoing footstep to the chilling drip of water in the shadows, you'll feel completely immersed. The game rewards patience, precision, and curiosity. Rush in blindly and you'll pay for it, usually with half your gold and a trip back to the last Fountains checkpoint. Basically a bonfire. Combat is tight and satisfying, best played with a controller. You'll quickly learn that every dodge and counter matters. And boss battles? Brutal, but fair. You'll need to study their moves, test your timing, and stay sharp, especially since some can be tackled way earlier than you should. But that freedom feels awesome. You'll discover weapons, abilities, and magical items that change how you approach both combat and exploration. Some mechanics like reflecting projectiles feel so core that you wish they did not require an equip slot, but it's a small gripe. The storytelling leans environmental, and it works. Sometimes a mossy ruin or a quiet corpse says more than a cutscene ever could. What really stands out though is the vibe. Johnny Pyrewell's attention to detail, Travis Moberg's incredible soundtrack, and the pixel art combine into something unforgettable. Fountains might have slipped your radar, but if you love tough games of heart, you need to give this one a shot. At number 2 we have Decline's Drops, a fast-paced action platformer that blends secret hunting exploration with a combat system inspired by platform fighters. You play as a nimble marionette, dashing through vibrant stages, facing off against oversized enemies, and uncovering hidden heart pieces tucked away in every level. From the moment you drop in, the game's charm is undeniable. The premise is silly but endearing, giving just enough story to set the stage without overstaying its welcome. The real focus is on gameplay, and that's where Decline's Drops shines. Combat feels fluid and deep, with wave dashing, parries, smash attacks, and specials, giving you a full arsenal to master. If you're a fan of platform fighters, you'll feel right at home, pulling off stylish strings mid-air. Each level invites exploration, with 5 hidden heart pieces that encourages replayability. Finding them all unlocks a tougher challenge stage, giving your efforts meaning. However, you might wish the combat and collecting were more intertwined, since they exist side by side, but rarely overlap in meaningful ways. Enemy variety is decent, though many can be defeated similarly, making fights occasionally feel repetitive. The combo meter is a missed opportunity. It disappears once broken, offering no long-term reward. Boss battles, on the other hand, are a highlight. They are intense, skill testing, and make great use of your full moveset. With stunning animation, a lovely soundtrack, and tight controls, Decline's Drops is a joy to play. If you enjoy stylish action and satisfying movement, you'll have a blast with this one. At number 3 we have Moonlight Pulse, a 2D Metroidvania where you explore a giant space turtle as a team of quirky animals defending their home from parasitic invaders. You start as Silex, the mole, but soon gather a full party of 4, each with unique traversal and combat styles. Swapping between them is instant, and it feels fantastic. You'll be chaining mid-air combos, solving platforming puzzles on the fly, and navigating clever level design using each character's movement quirks. The character switching mechanic is the heart of the game, and while it offers exhilarating freedom, it also alters the genre's usual progression. Instead of hunting down tools hidden deep in the map, new abilities come from story beats. If you're used to uncovering power-ups through exploration, this might feel more guided, but exploration is still encouraged, especially as you revisit earlier areas with new skills. Combat evolves nicely, from Silex's basic claws to Charlotte's whip and Clyde's flamethrower hover combo. Enemies are not too complex, but they hit hard. Death comes if any one of your characters fall, though you're given second chances by auto-switching to a teammate, adding tension and strategy to every fight. Fast travel through the turtle's vein system is a clever twist that ties into the world's charm, while witty banter and involving NPC dialogue keep the narrative light and fun. The visuals are vibrant, the movement is buttery smooth, and while the music is not a standout, sound effects add punch. At around 5 hours, Moonlight Pulse is a tight, memorable experience. If you love creative movement, you'll have a great time. At number 4 we have Defender Bros, a top-down tower defense roguelike where you and up to 3 friends build, shoot, and survive swarms of monstrous bugs. By day, you scavenge and fortify your base with turrets, traps, and even controllable mechs. By night, you fight to stay alive, as waves of enemies pour in. Each run gives you randomized powers like fire bullets or temporary invincibility, helping you turn into an unstoppable bug-squashing machine. You will level up fast, and between missions, you can use gold to permanently upgrade your stats, creating a strong sense of progression. It is easy to get hooked by the loop of building, blasting, and upgrading. The action starts instantly, and while early game towers feel underwhelming, they evolve with time and investment. Base building offers a good range of tools, but the real fun is when you're running and gunning with chaos all around you. Multiplayer is a huge draw. Grab your squad, or let the game assign you a canine companion if you're flying solo. The game does not just support co-op, it thrives on it. There's even character and building customization to make your soldier feel like yours. Since it's in early access, you may run into some rough edges or wish for more enemy variety, but the core is solid and addictive. If you're into fast-paced tower defense with roguelike upgrades and a goofy, action-packed vibe, you'll likely have a blast. It is simple, chaotic, and surprisingly deep. You won't regret diving in. At number 5 we have Fight of Steel Infinity Warrior, a 2.5D indie fighting game that throws you into a world ruled by customizable robots with fast, combo-heavy gameplay and a satisfying dose of single-player content. From the moment you start, the snappy controls and dash cancel mechanics make every combo feel fluid and responsive. You're given the freedom to build your own fighter with a variety of special moves, making each match feel uniquely your own. The combat is where this game shines. You'll spend hours refining your combo strings and learning how to exploit the versatile move customization system. Even if you're used to other fighting games, the mechanics here are intuitive enough to pick up and deep enough to master. Visually, the robots look sharp and the stages are vibrant, though some humanoid models can dip into the uncanny valley. The soundtrack is surprisingly memorable, filled with beat-heavy tracks that fit perfectly. You'll catch yourself humming stage themes long after logging off. There's a lot to explore, from a story mode with multiple endings to a challenge mode that rewards experimentation. The UI can be clunky and unlocking moves can feel grindy, especially for local tournaments. Still, online play runs smoothly thanks to solid rollback netcode, and replay tools help you analyze every match. Despite minor flaws, Fight of Steel is packed with value for its price. If you enjoy indie fighters or just want a robot brawler with real depth, this one's worth your time. At number 6 we have SuperTaxCity, a fresh blend of city building and roguelike deck building, where every run challenges you to create a thriving, profitable metropolis using randomly offered facilities and items. You choose from 3 building options each turn, place them on a grid, and watch as residents scurry around completing tasks, earning you money. When the timer ends, it is tax time. Pay up or your run ends. At first the game may feel chaotic, buildings trigger at random, and your income feels tied to luck. But stick with it, and a strategic layer emerges, planning around building synergies, managing space efficiently, and adapting to what RNG throws at you. With over 100 buildings and items, every city can feel unique. The loop is addictive. You place a building, observe your city hum to life, then make your next move. It is a satisfying mix of chill pacing and critical thinking. You'll find yourself experimenting with bizarre layouts just to see what sticks. Visually, it is simple but charming. Sessions are snappy, and while some runs feel easier than others due to RNG, the game rarely feels unfair. However, balance could use a bit of fine-tuning. Certain strategies dominate, and the infinite mode lacks proper scaling, making it more sandbox than survival. Still, for fans of Luck Be a Landlord or anyone craving a bite-sized strategy fix, SuperTaxCity offers surprising depth and replayability. It is a delightful little rabbit hole you didn't know you'd fall into, and once you do, you want to build just one more city. At number 7 we have Baby Blues Nightmares, Toddler horror game, a first-person survival horror where you step into the tiny, trembling shoes of a toddler. This game offers a unique perspective rarely seen in horror, one where you're vulnerable, slow, and barely tall enough to reach a doorknob. Your goal is to collect 5 toys, while evading a monstrous creature called Red Belly, all while managing your fear, stamina, and health. You'll scurry through dim hallways, crawling under tables or hiding in lockers lit by an eerie green glow. Each hiding spot becomes a temporary safe haven from Red Belly, whose arrival is usually easy to hear. The game starts off strong with immersive world building. Your mom telling a bedtime story sets the scene nicely. But once you're in the game, things feel more eerie than terrifying. Gameplay is simple, as it should be for a toddler. Apples restore health, milk gives stamina, and chocolate calms your fear. Yes, chocolate really is a miracle. However, what starts as a fresh concept quickly becomes shallow. Red Belly is not particularly challenging to avoid, and despite expectations, collecting more toys does not increase its difficulty. Graphically, the game is serviceable, though textures are flat and the blinking visual effect is more annoying than immersive. Thankfully, it is optional. Bugs are common, including clipping through walls and broken task lists, and one major bug can halt progress entirely. Baby Blue's Nightmares delivers a fun concept with eerie vibes, but underwhelming scares and technical issues hold it back from crawling into greatness. At number 8 we have Gods Against Machines, an action roguelike strategy game where you play as a divine protector battling a machine invasion to save your corrupted world. With epic spells, procedurally generated maps, and a wide range of gods to choose from, the game offers a blend of chaos, customization, and replayability. Each run challenges you to build a synergized spellbook with over 60 spells and blessings. Your main goal is simple: destroy the machines, protect your mana sources, and limit world corruption. You can summon fiery volcanoes, thunder down meteors, or flood the map with divine water, whatever suits your style. The variety in powers lets you experiment wildly. Maybe you prefer summoning earth spirits, or watching enemies drown under a rising tide. That flexibility is where the game shines. Don't expect traditional RTS mechanics. You're not managing troops or base building in the classic sense. Instead, think Vampire Survivors with a godly twist. More spells, more planning, and longer runs. Each campaign can take hours, so you'll need patience, but the satisfying spell combos and satisfying destruction often make it worth the time. That said, some spells feel underpowered, and RNG can be punishing. You might spend an entire run waiting for the synergy that never comes. The meta progression system adds depth, but Gaia's upgrades feel too slow at times. Still, if you enjoy experimenting with builds and crushing enemies with divine fury, Gods Against Machines is a fun, creative spin on the genre. Just don't expect deep strategy or much story. At number 9 we have Mini City Mayhem. This is what you get when you mash together 3D Tetris and a city builder, then throw in a ticking clock. This compact puzzler challenges you to expand a city block by block, all while managing population pressure and spatial limitations. It is colorful, chaotic, and surprisingly strategic. Your main goal is to place colored apartment blocks onto an island city, always connected to roads and always within reach of rising population demands. Since space is limited, you quickly learn that building upwards is more than efficient. It is essential. Each block type follows rules. Some can only sit at ground level, others demand specific heights. Planning ahead becomes key, especially in Mayhem mode, where your city's patience drains if you don't build fast enough. Leveling up grants you bonus structures, some helpful, some risky, but they'll chew up floor space. If you're looking for a calmer experience, Zen mode removes the timer and lets you build without pressure. It is relaxing, but you might find it lacking in challenge compared to the chaos of Mayhem. Sandbox mode offers creative freedom but little tension, while Crane mode is a fun but fleeting distraction. The real unique aspect is Square Stack mode, a pulse-pounding score-based tower builder that pushes your reflexes and puzzle instincts. It is short, sweet, and addictively tough, perfect for leaderboard chasers. Mini City Mayhem is not perfect, but if you love frantic puzzle solving with a twist, it is a quirky gem worth your time. At number 10 we have Fight School Simulator. Fight School Simulator throws into the exciting life of a martial arts master, challenging you to build, train, and battle your way to the top. You don't just teach martial arts, you build your entire school from the ground up. You set up equipment, design your dojo, and recruit students who will go from clueless newbies to fearsome fighters under your guidance. Every decision matters, from how you decorate your space to which techniques you pass down. As you grow your school, you'll face off against rival dojos, defend your turf, and even take the fight to the mafia. It is a wild mix of dojo management, simulation, action, and light RPG elements. You'll complete side missions, unlock new moves from the Grandmaster, and even compete in tournaments. The fights are simple but oddly satisfying, and the strategy around training and organizing your school gives the game some surprising depth. While performance issues and limited customization options occasionally break the flow, the charm and addictive loop keep you coming back. You might wish for smoother combat, more outfits, or additional fighting styles, but there's already a solid core here. It is early in development, and you can see the potential. If you've ever wanted to train your army of Kung Fu warriors, this is your chance. Just be ready for some rough edges, and a few frame drops along the way. Despite its flaws, Fight School Simulator is a unique, fun ride worth trying, especially if you love martial arts. And that's all for this bundle. This bundle brings fresh flavor, with titles making their bundle debut, perfect for gamers who love discovering hidden gems. Declines Drop and Fountains are already getting love from the community, and there's solid value here if you're looking to expand your library or trade for the one game you've been eyeing. Sure, a few picks might be unfamiliar, but that's part of the fun. It is a wildcard bundle with breakout potential. Take a chance, you might just score big. In any case, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if this video was helpful, feel free to leave a like and subscribe, and maybe consider unlocking early access to videos by buying the channel a coffee. Special thanks to Terry D for subscribing to the early access army, and Mr. TJ Gossage for buying the channel a coffee. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.